I didn't see this guy shaking. That's what was so appealing yesterday and 2 days ago.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So with the Arnold 2025 in the history books. And that was a very successful event. And that too across all the divisions. The crowd there, the fans, the energy, the free live stream, the stage, the lighting, everything was top notch. And there is this spot from the champion seminar on Sunday where none other than the boss himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger, spoke about the current state of bodybuilding. And it is so clear from his stance that this is exactly where he wanted bodybuilding to go. I mean, we are living in an era where all the top 4 guys from this past Arnold, they have those amazing aesthetics. 3 of them, Derek, Andrew and Samson, they can hit a vacuum and all of them have a very good control over their midsections. And that too most of the times, even during the transitions.
There was no shaking. But 10 years ago there was, so I was complaining about it. And the guys couldn't keep their stomach in.
And it seems like that the IFBB and the judges, they are now paying special attention to those distended stomachs. That any guy with that kind of problem, he is gonna be penalized. And if you guys remember, it was originally Arnold Schwarzenegger himself who started voicing his opinion like 10 years back, when multiple of these top Olympians, they started to get bigger and bigger, and they had no control over their midsection, especially during their transitions. And they all had those bubble guts. And I have to say, I admire and respect Phil Heath so much. We all do. The man is one of the greatest of all time. What he has been able to achieve in his Olympia reign, 7 straight Olympia titles, that is just so admirable. But as a champ, his physique was also going downhill, especially in terms of his overall flow, his aesthetics. And the fact that his waist was getting bigger, and that bloated midsection, that was actually one of the reasons why he lost to Sean Roden back in 2018. And since that year, every Olympia champion has been really conscious on keeping his waist as small as possible, plus keeping his midsection in check at all times, even during the transitions. Just look at your reigning Miss Olympia Samson Dauda, the way he showed up for the finals, over 300 pounds, and still being able to perfectly execute that crucifix pose. So Arnold was extremely happy with the level of competition this year, and he was certainly very impressed with the way everyone showed up for the finals.
Me, from Friday to Saturday, there was such a change in each one's performance and in their definition and their perfection. I mean, the day before I was complaining, he's not pulling in the waist enough. God damn it, why doesn't he? I said, why didn't he do that? Why doesn't he do that? Then the next day, all of those guys were so ripped, so defined.
So Hostile just dropped some Sherpa-lined zip-up hoodies and Force hooded jackets. So do check them out and use the code FAZI10 to get 10% extra discount. Ali Bilal, the 2025 Men's Physique Arnold Classic champion. I believe this man is gonna be the new face of the men's physique. And I think he's gonna end Ryan Terry's 2 years Olympia reign in November this year. Because we have never seen these kind of aesthetics along with that size ever before in the history of men's physique division. So previously, Ali was working with George Farah, and honestly, it looked really close between him and Ryan Terry at the Olympia last year. But Ali worked with Chris Aceto for this prep for the Arnold, and the physique that he presented this time around, that was just on a whole new level. So this Arnold Classic win, that doesn't mark the end of the season for Ali, as he's doing both Pittsburgh Pro as well as the New York Pro before the Olympia. And let me tell you guys something, it is gonna be an epic battle between him and 3-time Olympia champion Brandon Hendrickson, who's also making his comeback and is doing both these shows before the Olympia this year. Now, Ali has already shown his dominance over Aaron Banks by beating him 2 times in the past 2 shows, and the physique that Ali brought to this year's Arnold stage. Every men's physique competitor out there, they must be scared and they must be afraid. If Ali actually wins the Olympia, he's gonna be the first guy from Afghanistan to accomplish such a big feat. So thanks to Michael the Bull for capturing this backstage video of Ali pumping up just before he went on the stage for the prejudging. His midsection looks better than an anatomy chart right there. So Ryan Terry has got work to do to defend the title, as Ali has a more denser and much more muscular looking physique than Ryan. But the midsection, especially the obliques, they look some of the best we have ever seen in the division. if not the best we have ever seen. Next up, we have an update from Blessing Avodibu. So here is another guy who is weighing in the high 290s, and the man is fully capable of hitting a vacuum. So normally I would say he's 10 weeks out, because he announced that he's gonna be doing the Pittsburgh Pro as well as the New York Pro. But we are gonna have to wait for another confirmation from Blessing himself. Since the last time he spoke about this, which was a week back, he said no show is confirmed just yet. So whatever show he goes for, it is all gonna come down to how much size on his legs is he gonna be able to hold on as he gets closer and closer to the show. Now since 2022, he had a very impressive looking upper body, but the competition has evolved so much over the years. So the guys that he beat that year to win those shows and earn his Olympia spot were Andrea Presti and Justin Rodriguez at the New York Pro back in 2022. And I think we can all agree, things did not look that good for both these guys last year, as they were unable to win a show. So in order for Blessing to thrive against some of the current pros in the men's open class, and by that I mean winning another pro show and getting back on that Mr. Olympia stage, he needs to be 100% on. He has to bring his A game, and on top of that, with a much more balanced physique than what we saw from him back in 2023. And for that we know he needs bigger quads. Now I'm not really sure if the shows like the Pittsburgh Pro and the New York Pro, they are the right call for Blessing and his comeback. Because let's be real here, he will be lucky to even place top 3 in a show like the Pittsburgh Pro. So what did you guys think? Can Blessing make it back to Miss Olympia stage in 2025? So one of the biggest voice in bodybuilding who stated numerous times that there is no way Derek Lunsford is gonna win the Arnold, that was Milos Sorcev. In fact, he even believed that an improved version of Derek from the Olympia last year that will place third at best. As per Milos, even Andrew Jack was gonna beat him. So how does Milos responded after Derek won the Arnold this year? And looking at these scorecards, it was a very convincing win by him and Chris Acito against Samson Dauda. And as Ronnie Coleman at the Champion Seminar said, that Derek was the clear winner at this show.
In the competition last night, to be honest with you, this guy right here was probably the clearest cut winner I've ever seen in a show, you know.
So, what was Milos' response? Well, he made a separate post to congratulate Derek in his own way, and he admitted that he was 100% wrong about Derek Lunsford. And Derek made Milos Sorcev eat his own words. And I am gonna say it again one more time. Chris Cormier doesn't get to take the credit for predicting that Derek is gonna win, as he also switched up his predictions 2 weeks prior to that show, after he was no longer on Derek's team, and he put Samson Dauda over Derek. So Derek's redemption, that is a big lesson for all of us, that one bad showing from any athlete, that just cannot dictate the rest of his career. And hopefully people are gonna remember what happened at this year's Arnold when they're choosing their picks for the upcoming Miss Olympia. So there is just no way anyone can count out the reigning Miss Olympia Samson Dauda based on just this Arnold performance. And if anyone counts him out, that is gonna be a big mistake. And finally, we have an off-season physique update from Nathan Diasha, all the way from O2 Gyms in Kuwait, as he's gonna be competing at Dubai Pro in June. So gone are the days when Nathan would get really out of shape during this phase of his career, as it has been noticed in the last 2 years, since he started working with Stefan as his coach, that he stays relatively in shape, in a good condition, throughout the year, even at the peak of his off-season. Now Nathan had one pro win last year, which he thinks should have been 2, as the first show that he did, that was Italy Pro, and it was a fierce battle between him and Behrouz Tabani. And Behrouz Tabani came out on top. Now winning Dubai Pro, that can be life-changing for all these guys because of the prize money, as the winner is gonna get $140,000. Even the second place finisher at that show, he's gonna get 50 grand, which is more than double than what most of these other pro show winners get. So Nathan is looking in a crazy shape right now, close to 300 pounds. So a few of the pictures that he posted this year that showed that the hamstrings are also steadily improving, and that has been his biggest weakness throughout his career. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.